Hello once again. Previously I have uploaded to YouTube some king plus rook plus bishop versus king plus rook endings, some of my own and one of Philidor's. This is a Giambatista Lolli effort from 1763, and the task is, given the layout of the position, it is not a draw, white to play and win. What should we avoid doing, and then what is the key move? Well, you must avoid playing here. It's as simple as that. It looks winning. The threat, of course, is to come here. And if he takes it, that does indeed lead to checkmate. However, he wouldn't take it. What would he do instead? Well, he'd put you in check. You'd come here, and then that is a dead draw, because if you move the king, there's an exchange of rooks, and it's king and bishop against king. If you take the rook, stalemate. So none of that is of any use. So bishop c7 is out. So what do we do instead? We can't move the king. Moving the rook at this stage is not the move. So this is the move. Well done to anyone who spotted it. Black essentially has two replies. The king move is out because it's an immediate checkmate on the back rank. So the two moves are with the rook. If he retreats the rook, because if he moves along here, it's an immediate mate. So if he retreats the rook like that, how do we deal with this? What is the correct move? Well, the correct move is to play there. Now we play it. And now, of course, there's no problem at all. He can't afford to remove that rook off the back rank, otherwise he's facing rook d8. For instance, should he do something like this, that's the problem, and it's mate next move. So what he has to do is to move something like this. So what does white do? Well, he covers the bishop, and then the rook has to move further down this way. Let's just say here. So what happens now? Just take a look at that. Well, this is all very straightforward, because you just retreat the rook. One square is enough, and there is quite simply no defense to coming over here. If he gives check like that, you interpose the bishop, and there's no way around it. You're threatening to go over here. Even if he came like that, you just take your rook over. He'd interpose like so, and we'd take, and that would be checkmate. So none of that works. So let's look at the other variation in this very interesting problem from over 260 years ago. This is the key move, and we've looked at this to defend against rook d8. What about this checking move here? How does that work? Well, of course, you mustn't do that, because we have stalemate again. So what you must do is to move your king. Now, although he can now move his king to b7, it would be lethal for him, because you just take his rook and you'd automatically win. So he has to move that rook somewhere. Where does he put it? Well, it doesn't really make any difference where he puts his rook, because if he puts it here, or if he puts it to any of these squares, let's just say here, you play king c6, and you are threatening rook d8 if he doesn't move that rook to the back rank. So he moves the rook to the back rank. What do we do now? Just take a good look at it. What do we do in that position? What are we threatening? Well, you just need to withdraw this yet again, and you're threatening rook a5 mate. The only move that he'd have would be this check. You interpose, and as can be seen, there is absolutely no defense there to that. It's as simple as that. It's all over. So let's just put this back and look at the final stage in this. That's the starting position. After that, yep. We've looked at this. Let's try this. This is a bit different. What happens here then? Well, we still play to here, and what we're threatening in that position is checkmate. Simple as that. So the only defense is to go to the back rank. So what does white do in that position? This is something where you have to be very careful. Can you play bishop c7? Well, if you do, it won't work. What does work though is this. You retreat it one square. What does he do? In fact, you do play bishop c7. Let's play that. What does he do? Forgive me for that. It is bishop c7. So what does he do there? And what are we threatening? Well, if he moves his rook off the back rank, he's mated in short order. I'll prove that in a moment. What else does he have? Well, he can play here. And then we go here. It's as simple as that. His only move would be that. And then we play here. And then in that position, there is no defense to that. It's as simple as that. No way out. Let's just prove what I was saying. That's the starting position again. Bishop b6, rook a7 check, king b5, rook down here, king c6. And he has to go to the back rank. Now, bishop c7, yes, that is the correct move. Supposing he does this. What do you do then? Do you play this? Well, no, because he can be a nuisance like this. You check him on the back rank like that. Just take a look at that. He goes here. Then you go here. He's forced to go here. And that is checkmate. It is more complicated than you would think, and it did take me a fair while to figure this out. And I checked the solution, and that is it. Not a straightforward one by any means, and well done to a player from many years ago. He was well ahead of his time, there's no doubt about that. I trust you enjoyed this one. It's most instructive, and if you can try and get yourself into these sorts of positions, then you will be able to win it. Just before we go, let me show you this other one, where it's a bit different. Now, in that position, this is also a study by Giambatista Lolli, and it's put in his work to show that not always can you win this type of position. It does depend on the layout. So this is one of those where you can't win it. Try as you might. For instance, if you play here, hoping for this sort of thing, and equally, if you play here, hoping eventually to get your rook around this way, neither of these works. Why not? Because black simply offers up the rook. And if you take it, that is stalemate. If you don't take it, and you move here, then we're just going to keep going back and forth like this, like this. Because if he moves back this way, then you can do that. And there's no checkmate. So that is very interesting as well. Enjoy your chess, and goodbye for now.